Hello everyone and welcome to my podcast Raw in Wonderland. Today we're having coffee with a very special guest, Oblomov, the master of procrastination, the king of inertia, the philosopher of the sofa. If you've ever felt like laying in bed all day, delaying decisions indefinitely or contemplating life instead of living it, congratulations! You might have a little bit of Oblomovism inside you, but don't worry, you're not alone. Ivan Goncharov's novel Oblomov is more than just a story, it's a mirror, and the reflection, well, that's up to you. So, grab your coffee, get cozy, and let's unravel the mystery of why we sometimes just don't move. Let's start with the question, who is Oblomov? Oblomov is a Russian nobleman who does absolutely nothing. No job, no ambitions, no movement, just endless thinking, endless delaying, endless lying on the couch. When the novel begins, he has spent 200 pages worth of time in bed. Yes, you heard that right. His daily routine, waking up, kinda, thinking about getting up, making a grand plan for the day, deciding to start after tea, then thinking some more, and eventually deciding tomorrow is a better day to start anything. Sounds familiar? Okay, don't worry, and let me remind you again that you're not alone. And here is a fact that Oblomov's biggest challenge isn't laziness, it's overthinking. He has so many plans, dreams, and ideas, but when it comes to action, he simply can't. Why? Because everything feels too overwhelming, too tiring, too uncertain, and so he does what is easiest: nothing. The term Oblomovism entered the literary world to describe a state of passive resistance to life. It's not the same as laziness. It's the art of planning without execution, of wanting without moving, of delaying until delaying becomes a way of life. Oblomov wasn't always like this. He was raised in an environment where everything was done for him, where responsibilities were avoided, and where comfort was prioritized over ambition. By the time he reached adulthood, he had never learned how to take action. And this, my dear Wonderlanders, is where Oblomovism gets dangerous, when it becomes a lifestyle instead of passing phase. So, how can we escape Oblomovism? If Oblomov were my coaching client, here is what I would tell him and all of us who have a little Oblomov inside. First one, move before you feel like it. Waiting for motivation? It's not coming. Just start. Get out of your bed. Take a step, even if it's a tiny one. Just like Newton said, an object in motion stays in motion. Your to-do list needs editing. If your list keeps repeating for months, something needs to change. Either do it or delete it. Seeing the same tasks over and over again only reinforces guilt and inaction. Sunlight and fresh air are not optional. Oblomov rarely steps outside, and guess what? He feels awful. Science agrees. Low vitamin D, no movement, and zero fresh air. And here is your recipe for mental fog. Tiny routines matter. If you can't do everything, just do something. If a full exercise routine is too much, just take a little walk. If cleaning your entire house is overwhelming, make your bed. Small wins lead to big results. Real connections, not just digital ones. Oblomov surrounds himself with people who enable his stagnation. But real friendships, those challenge us, inspire us, and keep us accountable. You don't need a grand plan, just start. In life, we wait for the right moment, but that moment doesn't exist. One day or day one, you decide. And here is the big lesson. Oblomov's life teaches us that not making a decision is still a decision. By avoiding choices, he lets life slip away from him. And while we all have our Oblomov days, and honestly, sometimes we need them, the trick is not to let them become a lifestyle. If you've been waiting for a sign to start something, to take action, to break free from overthinking, consider this your sign. Until next time, stay curious, stay kind, and get off the couch. Bye, guys.